All right, guys, I'm seeing your questions and comments about the Ferris and Sloan season 3 finale. So I'm going to do my best to answer some of the main questions I'm seeing. And starting with this one. But wait, how did Monica just show up inside their house in the bathroom? Okay, so I saw someone else say, like, Monica just keeps showing up and that's giving me weird vibes. So let me clarify a couple of things. Okay, so the first time we see Monica in this episode, Jenny is sitting on the front porch outside with a glass of wine. Ferris and Sloan have gone to bed, and Ted is off at his brother's house, right? So presumably, Monica is taking a walk around the neighborhood, and she's their next door neighbor, right? So she's walking back up, presumably back up to her house, and kind of glances over probably to say hi, and then is like, oh, you're not Ferris or Sloan, nice to meet you. Now, this might seem weird to a lot of people because I don't show Monica a lot, and I kind of did that for a reason, to kind of have your own guesses about her, right? But for me, I was just thinking like, oh, she's just being a chatty neighbor. She's obviously gotten along really well with Ferris and Sloan, so why wouldn't she get along with Jenny too? People also had questions about why Jenny would open up so quickly with a stranger that she just met, trusting her right off the bat. And for this part, I went off my own experience of being a very introverted person. So for me, like in a large crowd, I tend to be more quiet. But one-on-one, sometimes I can't stop talking. And sometimes it's easier to open up to someone that you just met than someone that you've known for years, because they might have their own judgments or biases about you. And someone new, it's just like a clean slate. And Jenny's in this place where she wants to vent. She's in a new place. She's gone through all this stuff, and she's just like, it's their neighbor, you know what? She knows nothing about me. Why not just spill? Personally, I also go off vibes a lot of the time. So I might be out on a walk with my daughter or something and meet someone for the first time. And if they're asking me questions and we just like chat, and sometimes I walk away and I'm like, whoa, I just told them my whole life story. I don't normally do that. And you just kind of, that happens sometimes when there's like a good like chemistry going on, right? Okay, so all of that leads me to this question right here, which is, but wait, how did Monica just show up inside the house in the bathroom? So in seasons 1, especially, maybe 2, I almost included like every kind of scene. So if something was happening that was important, I obviously included a scene, right? So season 3, I tried to not do that as much. So it's implied that certain scenes or certain things happened that weren't shown. So for this example, I wanted to imply that Sloan was just calling everyone she knew. Originally, when I wrote it all out, I had planned for Sloan to like run next door and be like, hey, Monica, like, I think I'm in labor. Can you help me, please? But I thought that was a little unrealistic. As someone that's been in labor before, there's no way I was going to be running next door across the street. Maybe in certain circumstances you would. Also, not saying this is 100% realistic either. I get that. But for me, I was just like, okay, she's probably just calling people she knows. So that's why she says, why aren't they picking up? I think she's just going to be calling different people. So it was implied that maybe the front door was unlocked. They're in a safe neighborhood. And, you know, Monica just comes in. Someone also asked, well, if she knew Monica was one of the people she called, why did she act surprised to see her? I don't think she was surprised to see her. She just didn't know who it was. She heard the door, and so she was like, oh, maybe it's Ferris, maybe it's Jenny, maybe it's Ted. Oh, it's Monica. So she's just kind of hoping that someone is there to show up and help her. Okay, this was way longer than I thought. Hopefully it didn't spoil anything. As I put these together, I'm not really thinking of every little detail. So I know you guys are gonna have more questions. I'm gonna go through and answer like some key questions I keep seeing. If you want to leave it to your own imagination, please do. There's a lot going on. I know, a lot of characters, a lot of questions, but I also like to leave it to your own interpretation as well, and just see what could happen next.